Today we're doing beginner's yoga for stress relief. Just simple exercises to release the stress, especially in the shoulders, because this is the area where we tend to hold our stress. And this is part one of at least 4 parts. So next week you're gonna have the other parts, the second part. And I will be using a couple blocks, or you can have also a couple pillows. If you don't have anything, you're fine as well. I'm Noko O, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video. Let's get started. Let's find a seated position. We're going to be here for a little bit. Make sure that the position is comfortable enough for you. If you find yourself kind of slouching or leaning back or placing your hands back, it means you need to elevate your hips on a block, on a pillow, on a folded towel or blanket. So you just want your hips to be a little bit higher. And when your hips are higher than your knees, it makes it much easier for your spine to maintain a good posture. And I'd like to start with 10 cycles of breath. So we're going to inhale slowly and exhale slowly. There's no right or wrong way to breathe, or you don't need to go at any tempo. You can inhale in 2 counts, exhale in 2 counts, you can inhale in 8 counts and exhale in 8 counts. Whatever works for you. I invite you to place the palms of your hands on your thighs and either gaze at the floor several inches in front of you or close your eyes. And feel your spine lengthening, shoulder blades squeezing closer together slightly. Bring the awareness to your belly, noticing the movement in and out. Let's exhale all the way out. Inhaling, exhaling. Find your pace. Make sure your breath is fluid, no straining. Let's do one more cycle. And you may start noticing right away that you feel a little bit more at ease, a bit more relaxed. So try to use this breath throughout the day, maybe every hour, do 10 cycles. Let's continue with some half circles with the head, moving very slowly. And I can feel my neck is really stiff today. And if you notice some areas that are more tight, just hold the position there and see if you can stretch a little bit deeper. And back to center, side to side, pressing the opposite shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, side, bringing the ear close to the shoulder. You may feel the stretch right here. So you can place your hands on your neck and notice where you feel the stretch. Option to go a little bit deeper by placing one hand on the opposite side of the head and gently applying a little bit of pressure. Let's try the other side. Back to center, adding on. So from here, we're going to switch the area that we stretch just by rotating the chin down towards your knee. And if you want to apply some pressure, it has to be really light. We don't want to compress the vertebrae. And we can add something, we can massage the trapeze. So the trapeze, this muscle here, mine tends to be really tight. So go deep with you can go with your knuckles, with the fingertips, and go deep into the meat of the muscle. Another thing you can do, let's say you're working on the computer and you kind of feel some tightness. After doing this stretch, let's go to the other side. After doing this stretch, you can also apply some heat. And you can create a little pouch. So what I use a really big sock. I fill it up with rice, close the sock, and you can just put in the microwave for 20-30 seconds. And then the heat holds on for a while. You can just put your pouch around your neck. Moving on, let's warm up the wrist a little bit. Just circles, and we tend to do the circles one direction. Let's try the other way. So we may not go as fast, so it feels weird. Alright, so from here, you're going to bring your thumbs in, close your fist, elbows extended, and press down. You may feel the stretch here. If you don't, you can either use one hand to pull and up. For some people, it's very tight, okay, here, especially if you do a lot of typing, if you're not holding the proper posture on your chair, at your desk. This can cause pain in your wrist and forearms and side to side. And circles. Reverse. And pushing the heel forward and bringing the fingers back. So apply pressure right here underneath the fingers and I pull back. So we're trying to stretch this area, okay, not the fingers, really this area. That's why you pull right here in the palm of your hand and push the heel of your hand forward. Other way, be gentle. Switch side. Again, we push the heel of the hand forward. Now we do the opposite, gentle pressure. Should not be painful. And relax. Let's place our hands on our shoulders and let's switch. If you have your legs crossed, switch. Going to make circles with the elbows. Same as earlier, if you feel any tightness either in your neck, in your shoulders, clicking sound, just slow down, move slowly in this area. Let's see if we can bring the elbows close together, elbows pointing towards the ceiling, and see if you can pull your elbows back and down. So that's the idea, to make big circles with the elbows. Let's reverse. So here I really have my shoulder blades squeezing together. And reaching the arms out and rotating. So here it's not just I can rotate, okay, my wrist. We're not working on the wrist. It's really from the shoulder socket. So my elbows pointing up and the crease of my wrist, of my elbows pointing up. Okay, so from the shoulder, not the wrist. And don't worry if yours is not moving as much. It comes with practice. Arm across, Let's pull. And here I feel the stretch right here. Big breath in and out. One more. Slowly release, other side. Big breath in and out. Again. Last one. Reaching the arms out, palms facing up. Crossing, I have my right arm up, doesn't matter which one you have, just remember which one, so that when we switch you know which one to keep up. We bend both elbows, and some of us are right here, and that's how far we can go, and that's fine. If you want to go further, you can go right here, cross your wrist, and even place the palms of your hands together. If you notice, my elbows are down here, down my chest. What I want to do is pull them up. And down, inhale, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, gazing up, opening the heart. Inhaling center, elbows down. Exhaling, opening the heart, lifting the elbows. One more. And back to center. So switch arm. Okay, now my left arm is on top. I cross the elbows, I bend the elbows, and cross the wrist, palms together. That's one option. Elbows are down, so I'm going to bring them up, and down, and up. I feel the stretch in my shoulder blades. Let's add the upper back. Big breath out. Inhaling up. Sorry, big breath in. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling. And up. Lift the elbows a little bit more. Couple more. Back to center, shaking the shoulders. One arm up. Let's bring it up here, behind the head if possible, bending the elbow. And from here, I use the other hand to press down. And notice how I'm gazing down, pointing my chin down because it's easier. So what we want to do is bring the chin up as much as possible. The top hand is pressing down on the elbow. Other side. Bring your arm up, bending the elbow, pressing the elbow down. Bringing the chin up if we can. Okay, as you bring your chin up, it's actually pushing the arm further back, so you're going deeper into your stretch. Yeah, I know it can be a challenging position for some of us. Find your breath. Last one. Slowly releasing. Let's release the block. If you have a block, just shaking your legs. And let's meet on all fours. If you have your blocks, you can place them on each side of your mat. If not, that's fine. We're going to go into a puppy stretch. From here, this part of my body, my hips, are going to remain exactly where they're at. And what I'm going to do is I'm starting to walk my hands forward, release the tailbone, push the chest down. And from here I can place the elbows down. Doing this, I don't feel much stretch in my shoulders. If you feel the stretch in your shoulders, you can remain here. Otherwise, you can press your chest a bit deeper, extend the elbows. I feel it in the back of the shoulders and on the inside. See if you can slow down your breath. Allowing your body to sit into this position. And let's come back on all fours. Let's engage the belly, pulling the belly towards the spine, spreading the shoulder blades apart, and squeezing the shoulder blades, and spreading them apart. Notice that the elbows are not bending. Okay, so I'm not doing this, not a push-up. Just shoulder blades spreading apart, and then squeezing. It feels awkward, or if you're not sure you're doing it right, don't worry, it takes practice, so keep working on it. And feeling lifted here, belly lifted. Let's nod the head, chin towards the sternum. And gazing forward. Again. Back to center. Toes together, knees wide apart. Pressing the hips down. So we're going to get into a child pose. Palms facing up. And placing the palms of the hands on the shoulder blades. A few breaths here to relax. I invite you to close your eyes and find your breath again. Let's release the arms. Extending the arms, lifting the elbows, inhaling up. Exhaling down, facing dog. Let's keep the knees bent for now. So what we're doing here, it's really working on the shoulders. It means that we want to press the chest back. As much as possible, extend the elbows. Option to press your heels down or to keep them lifted. Can even keep your knees bent. Inhaling plank. Exhaling down, facing dog. Again, inhaling plank. We're strengthening the shoulders here. Exhaling down, facing dog. Let's keep going a few more rounds. You decide how many you want to do. When you are done, you can get into your child pose. Down, facing dog. Hold it there. And child pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling down, facing dog. Let's draw one leg out, right leg. Pulling the knee in, runner's lunge. So here, I invite you to place your back knee onto the mat. And if it's uncomfortable on your back knee, you can fold the towel or fold the back of your mat under your knee. And this is when we're going to use, here you can use the block to hold it here for a couple of breaths here. Pressing the tailbone forward, so you should feel the stretch in the hips as well. Keeping the tailbone forward. If it's too uncomfortable and you need to come back, you can do it from here. We're going to bring the arms up and interlacing the fingers, opening the heart. Back to center with the arms. Right hand's going to grab the left wrist and we twist to the side. Back to center. Down facing dog. Inhaling plank. Exhaling down facing dog. Again. Inhaling plank or modified plank. So modified plank, you can place your knees onto the mat. If you have it in your practice, you can keep your knees lifted and staff pose. We're coming back up, down facing dog. So I know it requires a lot of strength, but as with everything else, it's just a matter of practice. Inhaling plank or modified plank, staff pose, pushing back up, down facing dog. Let's draw the left leg out, a runner's lunge. Again, option to have your blocks on each side. From here, if you can bring your tailbone forward, otherwise that's fine. The shoulders up. Inhaling, interlacing the fingers. Exhaling, opening the heart. Inhaling, center. This time I use my left hand to pull the right wrist. And back to center. Down facing dog. Inhaling, plank. This time we're going to go all the way down. And just holding it here. Chest lifted. Bending the elbows. And squeezing the shoulder blades, hold it here. Top of the feet are pressing into the mat. Tailbone pressing into the mat. Exhaling, cat stretch. Let's get into a restorative pose. It's a heart opener. Let me show you the options. If you have two blocks, you're gonna make an L shape. It's gonna be for your head, it's gonna be for your upper back. If you have pillows, same thing, you can fold the pillow. Okay, roll it, or you can use a towel, roll it, and have a pillow here. Some people don't use the top block, so they have the head down. I prefer with the block, it's safer for your neck. And we're gonna just hold the pose and really sink into it. So the end of the block should reach the bottom of your shoulder blades. So for ladies, kind of your bra line. And then top block supports my head. And I invite you to experiment with your arms. So I can have my fingertips pointing towards my feet. I can have my arms extended out. So it's a bit more opening for the shoulders and the chest. Okay, you may start feeling some stretch here, deeper stretch. Your arms fully extended back. So that's a much deeper stretch in the shoulder. Find the option where you can fully surrender to the pose. Elbows can be bent or extended. And with this position, we're trying to reverse slouching of the shoulders when we're sitting down for hours or on our phone, computer. Find your breath. With each exhale, allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into the position. And you may notice it may become a little bit more intense as you fully relax. It's okay to modify or adjust your posture. Allow your body to breathe. I invite you to hold the position to relax longer, or if you want to get out of it, just wiggle your fingers, your toes. And bending the knees, let's roll to one side. Hands to heart. At the time of this recording, a lot of people are going through stress, and stress levels is going up, so this is why I'm doing this mini series of stress, or if you like it, I can continue, make it a longer one. I also have a full course. If you're interested, you can check the link below. It tells you about the effects of stress on your body, so your mental, how your emotions affect you physically, and what you can do about it. I'll see you next week. Namaste.